Oh my, that was one of the worst roller coasters I've ever been on. Why is this game on the Dreamcast? Don't get me wrong, it's actually pretty interesting that a coaster building sim exists on this console, but was it really the best move? Wouldn't it have been better suited for the PC alongside titles like No Limits or Ultimate Ride? What's up, Retro fans? It's your good friend RetroRobby here, and today we're going to look at why CoasterWorks might have been a bad fit for the Dreamcast. For starters, let's look at the positives before we dive into the negatives. Even though the Dreamcast might not have been the ideal home for this game, there are still some things that it actually gets right. The main title screen is quite nice, showing some of the impressive pre-made coasters. However, as you saw in the intro, my own creation looked pretty rough by comparison. That's because building a coaster with a Dreamcast controller is no easy task, but we'll get more into that later. Another positive is the music during the construction phase. It's surprisingly relaxing and atmospheric. I'm glad they included it because without the chill vibes, the process might have felt like a total chore. I was also really appreciated how detailed the opening tutorial was. Even though I still struggled to get the hang of things, it was cool to see the developers taking such great care in explaining the metrics of track building. So, the music is chill and the tutorials are trying their best. Everything feels great until we actually have to pick up the controller. That's when the relaxing vibe of CoasterWorks turns into a test of patience that even a professional coaster engineer couldn't pass, or at least that's what I see. The first negative we need to talk about is just how short the game actually is. During my live stream, I only made it to level 3, and we'll get to that in a second, but it seems there are only 6 levels in total, with the last one blacked out as a mystery stage. The goal for these levels is pretty straightforward, you just need to meet the criteria on the test checklist. While the first 2 levels were easy enough, I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not exactly a master architect, and if you saw the live stream, you'll know exactly what I mean. However, level 3 is where I hit a brick wall. The game demanded 90 thrill points, but the only special track piece available was the twist. Combine that with seriously lack of building space, and it felt nearly impossible. Maybe it's just me, or maybe the game is just a poor fit for the Dreamcast, but I definitely gave it my best shot. My final complaint is the editing system. If you fail a test or make a mistake, you have to delete the track piece. You can't just go back and edit the middle section or save the good parts of your layout. At least, I couldn't find any other way to do it, and that makes fixing a mistake a total nightmare. It actually wasn't until after the live stream ended that my good friends, the Dynamic Twins, discovered that there were actually cheat codes for this game. They shared them over at my Retro Gaming Discord server, and honestly, who would have thought a coaster builder would have cheats? I certainly didn't, and neither did my friends until after the stream. It really makes me wonder, did the developers add these codes because they realized how difficult some of these levels were to beat? Or then again, maybe it really is me just struggling to be a professional roller coaster engineer. Either way, having those codes earlier would have been a lifesaver. At the end of the day, my final thoughts is that this game would have been much better suited for the PC rather than the Sega Dreamcast, but that's just my opinion. Again, maybe I'm just not cut out to be a professional roller coaster engineer, but I truly believe it would have been easier to manage with a computer mouse than a Dreamcast controller. That being said, it's definitely an interesting experiment for a console. The developers are probably smart to keep it a shorter game just in case the concept didn't quite take off. So, have any of you retro fans played Coaster Works before? Did you actually manage to beat it? Let me know in the comments below. And also, I want to hear which coaster building game is your all-time favorite.